Kevin Costner's divorce turns contentious. Battle over household items erupts with Christine. Kevin Costner's estranged wife, Christine, leaves court with a smile after a favorable ruling in their divorce case. Kevin Costner's estranged wife, Christine, was captured with a smile on her face as she exited a court hearing related to their ongoing divorce case. Following a favorable ruling, the tides have turned swiftly in this legal battle. Last Friday, the renowned actor from the television series Yellowstone emerged victorious when Judge Thomas Anderl of the California Superior Court granted Kevin's motion to prevent Christine from taking specific items from their opulent residence in Carpinteria, California. As per People, the signed order stated Christine shall be permitted to remove her toiletries, clothing, handbags, and jewelry. However, Kevin's wife of 19 years is prohibited from taking any other items of property including, but not limited to, furniture, furnishings, appliances, and artwork. On Thursday, Kevin legally requested that Christine be forbidden from taking any of his possessions. His legal team contended that their premarital agreement did not involve any communal property, and that the items mentioned on Christine's list were not rightfully hers. Additionally, they raised concerns about the vagueness of the list. In response, Christine's legal representatives argued that the list contained photographic evidence of the items in question. They highlighted that Kevin's objection to the mention of some pots and pans was unsubstantiated, despite his substantial income of $24 million the previous year. According to the blast, Christine argued, "There is no mystery as to what I plan to remove. Kevin will not be harmed by my removal of any of the items I have listed, and certainly not personal items, such as my Pilotin bike and family heirlooms." Who is Christine Baumgartner, Kevin Costner's ex-wife? Sadly, these two have called it quits after Christine Baumgartner filed for divorce from Kevin Costner last month, according to court papers. Additionally, the two seem to be entrenched in a bitter custody battle, with the latest being that the actor has been asking a judge to force his estranged wife to move out of their former marital home in Santa Barbara, California. Reportedly, Kevin cited Christine having signed a prenuptial agreement when they wed, promising to move out within 30 days, should they ever separate, per court papers obtained by Insider. Kevin Costner has been a massive Hollywood fixture for decades. I mean, have you seen The Bodyguard? And he's clearly keeping the momentum going strong. Given the success of his most recent project, Yellowstone, the series is a good old-fashioned Western family drama about the Dutton family, the owners of the largest ranch in Montana. And yes, it's incredible. But I digress. Though Kevin is very much in the spotlight, especially after winning a Golden Globe for Best Performance by an Actor in a TV Drama this past February, his love life has remained relatively private. Enter the story. Here's what you should know about Kevin's wife of almost 2 decades, Christine Baumgartner, and their sweet relationship. Kevin and Christine's dating story is truly a doozy, but in the best way possible. Turns out Kevin was actually still married to his first wife, model and actor Cindy Silva, when he initially met Christine on a golf course, where he had been rehearsing for his 1996 film Tin Cup. But it was hardly a messy intro. It was actually fate that brought Kevin and Christine back together later on, and not messy scandal vibes. Once Kevin and Cindy got divorced in 1994, Kevin actually briefly dated and had a child with Bridget Rooney. Fast forward 4 years later after that relationship ended, and the actor wound up running into Christine again at a restaurant. And the rest is truly history, since the two began dating soon after and haven't looked back since. Their wedding was chef's kiss. Yep. Their 2004 ceremony was honestly the stuff of dreams, taking place on Kevin's 160-acre ranch, the Dunbar, in Aspen. And get this, per People, the celeb arrived in a freaking horse-drawn carriage, while his bride made her big entrance in a green vintage truck. Oh, and the Dunbar, which is named after Kevin's iconic Dances with Wolves character, is still owned by the actor and is available as a private wedding venue. At my future husband. If you're reading this, consider this me dropping a major hint. Christine is a handbag designer. Christine's label is called Cat Bag Couture, and her stylish laptop bags are available in boutiques near the couple's ranch in Aspen. She opened up to the Denver Post about her entrepreneurial endeavor way back in 2005, and shed light on her journey, saying, "I didn't start because I loved handbags. I started because I was missing something. I use a computer quite a bit and travel a lot. I looked for a computer bag, and they functioned, but I didn't find anything that was right for me." Through it all, Kevin was super supportive of his wife. "When I came up with some samples, I showed them to Kevin, and he said they were beautiful and amazing, she said. He told me I should take it to the next step, and he'd help me. I've always loved fashion and style. And if you can mix it with function, it's perfect. According to Country Living, the accessories were even featured on Desperate Housewives, meaning they're Eva Longoria approved. The more you know, kids were always a priority for Christine, Kevin revealed to Extra in May 2020. That from the very beginning, Christine told him, "If you're going to be with me, you need to know that kids are at the end of the road for me with you, if that's going to happen." And it was unusual that somebody puts the news out right there the first day, the actor continued. The duo dated for 6 years before Christine gave Kevin an ultimatum. Finally, there came a moment where, maybe this doesn't go forward, he added. Thankfully, he came to the realization, I'm not going to lose her because I'm afraid. Even years before, in 2012, Kevin was upfront about this with Parade when he recalled Christine saying, I'm going to wait for you. But not long. When you come to your senses, come back to me. Laughs and I did. Fast forward to 2023, and the couple now shares 3 children, Caden Wyatt, Hayes Logan, and Grace Avery. Plus Christine is also a stepmom to Kevin's children from his previous relationships. Liam, from his ship with Bridget, and Joe, Lily, and Annie from Kevin's marriage to Cindy. Kevin has previously told Closer, I have played 2 roles in my life. One I get paid to do, which is the movies, and the other one is being a father, for which I'll be rewarded my whole life. Meanwhile, Kevin Costner was married to wife Christine for 18 years. Get to know her amid divorce news. Kevin Costner has appeared in tons of iconic films throughout his Hollywood career, and sadly, he has joined a number of other celebrities in the divorced club. Christine Baumgartner filed for divorce on May 1, 2023, Closer confirmed via court information, after 18 years of marriage. And their legal proceedings have quickly become messy. Kevin and Christine first met in the 80s. At the time, the Dances with Wolves actor was actually married to his first wife, Cindy Costner, while Christine was working as a professional model. Although the two only became acquaintances, sparks flew in 1999 after running into each other at a restaurant. Considering Kevin was long divorced from his former spouse whom he was married to from 1978 to 1994, he was open to finding love again. The Academy Award winner and the fashion designer gave their relationship a shot and dated for 4 years. Although things were going well for the couple, Kevin and Christine called it quits in 2003. The Bodyguard actor and his love briefly split because they couldn't agree on whether or not to have children. Christine yearned to have kids, while Kevin was content being the dad of Annie Costner, Lily Costner, and Joe Costner from his marriage with Cindy. The actor is also the father of son Liam Costner, with ex-girlfriend Bridget Rooney. However, their split didn't last long. Kevin once opened up about finding his way back to Christine. Fear kept me from marrying Christine, he exclusively told Closer Weekly in June 2018. She wanted a child, but I was afraid I couldn't be an effective father. However, after dating for 4 years, I woke up and thought, am I going to lose a beautiful woman who is willing to be with me to my very last breath, because I am afraid to say yes to a child? He recalled at the time, that's all it took. Sometimes you learn the thing you're most afraid of will save your life. After getting back together, Kevin and the blonde beauty tied the knot in a romantic wedding ceremony on their property in Aspen, Colorado, in 2004. 3 years into their marriage, they welcomed their first child together. When son Caden was born in May 2007, they completed their family with the births of son Hayes in February 2009 and daughter Grace in June 2010. She's a former model. Before she became the wife of one of Hollywood's hottest hunks, Christine was successful in her own right. Aside from being a professional model, she established quite the brand as a handbag designer. It seems Christine is quite comfortable on the camera as she's made multiple appearances on TV. According to IMDb, she's been featured on The Johannes B. Kerner Show, Entertainment Tonight, Inside Edition, and many more. Christine is a college graduate. Christine is not only gorgeous, but she's also smart. According to IMDb, the blonde beauty graduated from California State University Fullerton with a degree in business. She's a proud mom. Even before she married Kevin, Christine knew she wanted to become a mom. She said, I'm going to wait for you. But not long. When you come to your senses, come back to me, Kevin told Parade in 2012. And I did. The two exchanged vows in 2004 and expanded the loving dad's brood. With the birth of their 3 kids, Caden, Hayes, and Grace, they tried to make marriage work. Even though Christine and Kevin go through their fair share of ups and downs like every other couple, they make sure to always work through it. The Waterworld actor credited the ability to say you're sorry as the secret to their long-lasting marriage. I know that sounds so simple. If you're willing to tell somebody that you love them, are you also willing to say you're sorry? He once told Parade, you need to, even when you think you're in the right. Raising their kids out of the spotlight. While Kevin and Christine have made occasional exceptions of bringing their 3 kids to their dad's Hollywood film premieres, the children have grown up out of the spotlight for the most part. The family spent quality time at the actor's beloved 165-acre Dunbar Ranch outside Aspen, Colorado. It features a private ice rink and a baseball field that harkens back to the star's 1989 tear-jerker Field of Dreams. It's just beautiful, with 3 lakes and a river running through it. He exclusively told Closer in November 2020, my whole family spends some of our best times there. The couple also resided in a beachside estate just south of Santa Barbara, Calif, which puts Kevin closer to Hollywood. His Paramount Plus series Yellowstone is filmed in both Utah and Montana, but you can always count on Kevin to travel back and forth to spend time with his wife and kids, making claims. As Christine and Kevin's divorce got underway, she claimed that she could not leave the couple's home due to a lack of funds. Calling out her estranged husband in court paperwork, Christine alleged that Kevin was utilizing public attacks with the intent to pressure me to move out without a temporary child support agreement in place. Kevin is trying to force my concession that the spousal support limitation is valid by virtue of my acceptance of these funds, she continued. I believe that Kevin's goal is to get me to tap into this money, so he can argue that I've waived my right to challenge the premarital agreement. Child support fights. Amid their child support fight, Kevin claimed that Christine wanted $248,000 a month from him, not for the children, but for her own use. Christine allocates 60% of expenses such as private trainer, unallocated credit card expenses, and her plastic surgery to the minor children without any explanation or basis, Kevin alleged in court documents, adding that Christine allegedly has plastic surgery expenses of $188,500 a month, and that their children didn't use the services of private trainers, only Christine does. Relocating. In court documents filed in June 2023, Kevin made it clear that Christine was not welcome in their California home anymore. The paperwork noted that the Yellowstone star respectfully requests that Christine be ordered to vacate his separate property residence forthwith.